Hello everyone, this is Church Girl, back in the kitchen once again. Always happy to be in my kitchen. Thanking God for blessing me to see another day and bless me to have strength to come in the kitchen and make another meal. This evening for dinner, I'm going to be making some pink salmon. I have my pink salmon there already washed up and ready to go in the oven once I put my seasoning on it. And in this meal, we're going to be having whole green beans. These are whole green beans in this pot. I'm going to wash them up. But this is what they look like, nice whole green beans here. And in those green beans, I'm going to be adding some nice red potatoes. I'm going to be adding red potatoes to those green beans. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to bring those green beans together. I'm not going to boil them directly, but I'm going to cook them in bacon. And I'll show you how I'm going to bring that together. As well as time to make another cup of brown rice. I like to keep brown rice on hand. But today, I'm going to be making another cup of brown rice because we eat brown rice frequently. Always remember when you're measuring up your dry ingredients, use these type of measuring cups. And when you're measuring up your liquid ingredients, this is for your liquids. For all your milks, your water, your juices, your broth, anything like that goes in here. Your milk, anything liquid that you're measuring. Everything dry goes in the dry measuring cups. They come in 4 different sizes. A cup, half a cup, 2/4 of a cup, 3/4 of a cup. But make sure you use the proper utensils when you're measuring up your ingredients, otherwise your measurements will be off. That being said, I'm going to get started now and bring this meal together. Again, pink salmon for dinner. That's going to be my entree. Of course, my veggies is whole green beans. I'm going to cut up some nice red potatoes in those green beans. And I'm going to cook them down in some bacon. And I'll show you how I'm going to bring that together in a little bit. I'll be back once I get everything prepped up and get this meal on the way. This is Cooking with Church Girl. Okay, I'm back now. I've seasoned up my salmon here. And on this salmon, I added in some garlic powder, as well as a little onion powder. And I put in my seafood spectacular, which I put on all my meats. It's a very good seasoning for all your meats, especially seafood. And I also added in some original Tony Creole seasoning. This is where I got my salt from. I only use 1 ingredient with salt in it. So I got my salt from the Creole seasoning. There you have it. I put some on the fish here. And then I also poured a little olive oil on top of my fish. I'm going to bake it off in the oven on 350 degrees. And over here, I have my string beans all washed up, ready to go. And how I'm going to prepare these string beans. I'm going to prepare these string beans in some bacon. I have my bacon frying up right here in this skillet here. I'm not going to be boiling those string beans. I'm going to be cooking them in bacon. And I'm going to chop up some red potatoes in the string beans. So I have my bacon cooking there. Of course, I have my brown rice over here in this pot cooking. And I'm going to go ahead and put this nice salmon in the oven. I'm going to bake it off on 350 degrees. Church Girl is having pink salmon. Nice, fresh pink salmon. Some whole green beans. The green beans are fresh. They're nice and fresh. And I'm going to be cutting up some red potatoes. A few red potatoes in the green beans. That's how I'm going to prepare the green beans. There you have it. That's going to be dinner today. I'll be back shortly. Chopping up my potatoes just like so. Just chop them in half. I'm going to be adding these potatoes with a little of my Lipton soup mix seasoning over in those green beans later. Just chop them in half. And then I chop the half in half. Just like so. Make little quarters out of potatoes. And those potatoes is going to go in my green beans. And I'm also going to cut up some onion on those potatoes for those green beans. I'll be back and show you exactly how I'm going to bring it together. Okay, I'm back. My bacon is all nice and crisp up there. Now I'm going to go in and just pour my green beans right over in the bacon. Just like so. Okay, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to turn it down low and let it get started and let it create a condensation. And I'll probably add just a tiny bit of water And once my beans get tender, I'm going to go in and add in my potatoes. I have my salmon baking off in the oven there. I just put it in the oven, so I'm sure it's not ready. But there you have it. My salmon is cooking off really good in the oven. It's coming along just fine. And I'm going to let these green beans get started here in that bacon. Then I'm going to bring you back and let you see how it's doing. Of course, that's my brown rice cooking up. Church girl is making pink salmon, green beans with red potatoes, brown rice, and of course, a fresh salad. Okay, I'm back. I'm just chopping up a little onion here while my green beans is cooking nicely. Chopping up a little onion to go in those green beans. And I'm going to be adding those red potatoes to those green beans as well. No certain way to chop up your onion. When you're using onion, just chop it up whichever way you like. I want my onion to be a little chunky in these green beans, so I'm not going to chop them up too fine. I'm also using a little bit of green peppers as well, some green chives here. So I'm getting all this chopped up, and I'm going to put it over in my green beans, just like so. All chopped up. Nice little chunks here because I do not want them to be too small. And my green beans, there's the onions. The green beans are coming along really good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get ready to put my red potatoes over in those green beans. I just wanted them to get a nice start. As I said, I'm not really boiling them, but I'm cooking them in some fried bacon that I fried up. Let them get nice and tender. And now I'm going to put in my red potatoes and let them finish cooking up. Here's the red potatoes. I'm just going to put them right over it on top of those green beans. Now I'm going to cover it back up. And then when I come back, I'm going to bring it together with my onion mix here, as well as the onions that I'm just putting in there now. Just putting in the onions, just like so, all on the top. I'm not going to stir them up right now. I just want the onion to just flow right on the top of these green beans. Just like that. Let everything stay on top. And I'm going to cover these green beans. Let them finish cooking down low. I'm not boiling them. They taste really good like this. If you haven't tried your green beans and potatoes this way, fry them up. Fry up you some nice bacon and just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of water, and season them well, and you have a nice meal. Okay, I'm back, and now remember I just laid those potatoes right on top of those green beans. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add to my green beans here, this Lipton onion mix. Trying to get my camera straight here. Okay, now I'm back. Remember I laid my potatoes right on top with my green beans. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to be adding in some of my stapler, which is my Lipton soup mix here. It's nothing but a seasoning, just like so. I'm just going to pour some Lipton soup mix right on top of those potatoes and my whole green beans. That gives the green beans a very, very good flavor. Now I'm going to cover them back and let them continue to cook down on medium low until they're ready. It doesn't take them very long to cook because I do not want them to be soggy, but I do want them to have a very, very good flavor. That's why I added my Lipton soup mix, because it gives your green beans and your potatoes a very, very good flavor. Lipton soup mix is what I put in those potatoes and green beans. I have just a tiny bit left in this pack, so I'll just go ahead and add that little bit. Okay, now I'm going to cover these green beans, letting them continually cook down really, really low here. Doesn't take them long to cook. As I said, I don't want them overly done. Just like so. They look really good. And of course over here my brown rice is all ready as well. So I've turned it off. My green beans is cooking really good. So I'm going to go in and just take a quick peek at the salmon. Oh wow, it's looking really good too. There's my salmon, and it's looking really good. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy his pink salmon tonight. Gonna just let it cook a little bit longer. It doesn't take salmon long to cook either. So I'm gonna let it cook for about another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it off. I'll be back and show you my final meal once everything is complete. Okay, I'm back now. Dinner is all complete and about to be served up here at the Ponderosa. There you have it, cooking with Church Girl today. Everything is ready. Everything came out really good. Of course, this is my salad that I'm going to be serving up to Dr. Cummings in just a minute. And after his salad, he's going to be having some fresh salmon here that I cooked in the oven. And I seasoned it very well, and I baked it off on 350. It looks really good. And over here, of course, is my whole green beans with red potatoes. I fried up some thick bacon, fried it up really good. I washed my whole beans really good and just let them cook slowly. It came out really good. I've already tasted this recipe and I put in some red potatoes. I would like you to try this recipe. I think you'll really enjoy it. And my beans are not overcooked. My red potatoes are not soggy. And it's very good. I put in onions, a little garlic, and of course my main seasoning was what I call my stapler, which is my onion Lipton soup mix, which is nothing but a dry seasoning. And it came together really good. Of course, over here, as usual, is my husband's brown rice, which I usually keep on hand. So today I had to make another batch of brown rice. There you have it, cooking with Church Girl. Dinner is being served at the Ponderosa. Everything came out really good. Until next time, I'm going to bid you good evening. Please check out my YouTube cooking channel at Cooking with Church Girl and try out some of these awesome recipes. There you have it. Bye. Cooking with Church Girl.